Class 7 Computer. Hello students, I hope you all practice well whatever I taught you about the basic skills of Microsoft Excel in the last video session. Now let us begin with our second session of the video class. Let's start with the first topic, that is selecting cells or selecting a range of cells. Now selecting cells. Now Excel comes with many editing features that let you edit the worksheet content in different ways. Now to apply these editing features, you need to select the appropriate cells first. Now the table 2 here shows the different methods of selecting cells in a worksheet. Now there are different methods shown here. Now let's see the first method. Click in the cell from where the range starts and drag till the last cell in the range in any direction. We have to first click in the first cell from where the range starts and drag till the last cell in the range in any direction. Koina cell select to matamda different methods of selection mayam lay. Koi first koina sigi ahamba selection method of selection se hani yengasi sisna koina select to gituba range of cells have the kaino group of cells have cells mayam select to be hierarchy. Now first cell do da hana koina kidoni click to birani aduga drag till the last cell in the range in any direction. Ay koina pami ba jaga dubo select to ningi ba jaga dubo first cell da click to raga drag to bahadi left click se hold to thamaga singaga chatpa ko duga koina pamba mapa dubo yorakanda thadokpa. Or in another method of selection, you can do like this. Click in the first cell of the range, ahamba cell do da click to virani, hold the shift key in the keyboard ta shift key do hold to raga thamba hadi namaga thamga da shift key se, then click in the last cell of the range. Ang pami ba jaga du bokta last ta like the range cell du gi ang pami ba jaga selection to jaga do last da click to biroba ado first cell lagi na kwai last cell mapa du bokta loinamak masama tonda select to graneva. Now in another method, click in the first cell of the range, press Ctrl plus Shift keys together. Control ka Shift key kasi punna naminaba and arrows key to select a range of used cells. For example when you have the, if you have entered the data in the range of cells from A1 to A10, A1 dagi A10 munang select again khalagadi click in A1 da khoi first cell da hana click to biro, then adu matung da press Ctrl plus Shift down arrow keys. Control ka Shift ka namaga thambiro aduga down arrow keys namo to select the use cells. Didi A1 dagina A10 bo selector ni. You know range of cells select over kangamani. Now after this, now I'll do one thing. I'll explain all the methods of selection first. Now after explaining all the methods of selection, I'll show you practically each and every step of selection one by one by opening the Microsoft Excel. Now let's see the other mode of selection. Now we are selecting a column. How will we select a column? Now click on the column header. Now I told you what is column header before in the previous class. Now click on the header column, either A, B or etc. whatever you want of the column to be selected. Whatever column you want to be selected, you click on the header column. Then that column will be selected. Or press Ctrl plus space bar keys while any cell in that column is active. Now in any cell in that column is active way leading that nang select to godoba column duda nangi active cell hadi ina hana haibadu box muraga leibadu du active cell ko wi hai ado active cell na leiba column du ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ control plus space bar key namba matamda automatically select tꯧꯈ꯭ꯔꯅꯦꯕ. This also I'll show you practically afterwards. Now that is how we select a column. Now selecting a row select tauge haragadi kamaina select tauni. Just like selecting a column, click on the row number, that is on the row header. Row number has 1 2 3 lay row dadi. We can click on the row number, or we can say as a row header of the row to be selected. Whatever row you want, you click on the row number or the row header to be selected. Or you can press Shift plus spacebar keys while any cell in that row is active. Nangi active cell duna layriba row dayda Shift plus spacebar nama matamda automatically that row will be selected. Koina row select okay haragadi row koina, suppose we want the third row to be selected, then you just go to the row number 3 on the row header and click, then the third row will be selected. Or anywhere in the third row, you keep the active cell in anywhere in the third row, the thambiro, then you press Shift plus spacebar keys nambiro, aduitadi the third row will be selected. Now we know selecting a column, selecting a row, and selecting a range of cells also. Now selecting cells that are non-neighboring. Non-neighboring hai kaino thangnadaba. Amana cell amana A1 da lere, suppose cell amana B5 da lebagumba lapna thangnadaba posi non-neighboring thangnadaba si akoina kamaina select togani. Select the first cell in the range of cells. Cells mayam lebuda akoina first cell do select tobirani. Then hold down the control key and select the next range of cells. When your range of cells ama hana khanbi rank khale, suppose range of cells e drag toraga mouse ki drag toraga range of cell ama khanbi re. Another range of cells ama khange haragadi control key se namaga thambiro, press the control key, don't release it, okay? Then select the next range of cells, then select the next range of cells amuk khanbiro. This process can be repeated as desired. Nang pami makai cells singsi range of cells as much as you want, you can select range of cells that are non-neighboring. Thangadaba cells mayam khanbasi ana pami kai control the whole torogadum thamgadaba. Do select torni amuk thadoni atopa phonong chalani select torni amuk thadopa. Dubu control the thadopa de control si keyboard namgadaba, control si keyboard the whole toroga thamaga koina range of cells select only budu select over yare. Now the last one is selecting the entire worksheet. Koina hangiba worksheet tuma the worksheet kale default oina excel na worksheet ahum pi hare, sheet 1 sheet 2 sheet 3 habama adu koina add toge haga na add tobe hagre. Adu entire worksheet, suppose we are working on sheet number 1, and if you want to select the whole sheet number 1, then what you have to do, click on the top left corner of the worksheet where column headings and row numbers intersect. Column headings ka row numbers ka thengnaba mafam top left corner mathakta leibadu worksheet ki adu click tobiro. Adu then the whole worksheet will be selected. Or what is another method of selection? Press Control plus A keys. Control ga A ga keys keyboard tagi nambiro, then whole worksheet will be selected. Kangni ko ahambada koina range of cells select over khange, next are selecting a column, next are selecting a row, then next is selecting cells that are non-neighboring, and the last one is selecting the entire worksheet. Okay. Now let's see practically how we can select a range of cells and other styles of selection by opening the Microsoft Excel. Now I have already opened the Microsoft Excel, and right now we are working on sheet 1. Here we are working on sheet 1. Now let's see the first selection style, that is selecting a range of cells. Now first, if you want to select from A1, cell A1 up to suppose cell D6, then you click on the first cell here and hold the left mouse button. Don't release it, hold the left mouse button and drag like this till D6. Now this is the last cell, that is D6. Now from A1 to D6 has been selected. The whole portion this is called a range of cells. So A1 dai box si ahambagi A1 dagina sigi D6 sigi D column gi 6 rodle si D6 haiba cell si box select to ke hergadi gi A1 da click toraga mouse si left mouse button si hold tora thamani, then chingaga lakpa duga D6 mapasida aroibagi D6 mapasida thadokpa. Now this is called selecting a range of cells. Manya select OBI or first A1 sida select obirani last key cell haibadi D6. The last cell is D6. Up to D6 we want to select. You just click on the first cell A1, then press the Shift key and hold, then click on the last cell D6. Now this whole portion will be selected automatically like this. Now this is the another method of selection for selecting a range of cells. Now what is the third method? Now I'll show you. If you want to select a range of cells, suppose from here 1, here 2 up to 10. Now you have written something here 1 2 3 up to 10 like this. If you want to select from A1 to A10, what you have to do is you just click on the first cell A1, then you press Ctrl and Shift keys together, then don't release it, you press Ctrl and Shift key together, hold, then you press the arrow down. Now from A1 to A10 will be automatically selected like this. Now this is how we select a range of cells. In the book it's given only 3 different mode of selection, but there are other mode of selection also. Now let's see the next one. The next style of selection is selecting a column. Now how will you select a column? Column select away the. Now you just bring the mouse pointer. If you want to select the C column, then you bring the mouse pointer, this mouse pointer, to the column header here. Now the pointer changes to a dark down arrow. Now you just click here, then the whole C column will be selected like automatically like this. Now if you want to select F column, you just bring the pointer to the column header here. The pointer changes to a dark down arrow like this. Then you just click here, then the whole F column will be selected. And likewise, if you want to select a row also, you bring the pointer here to the row header here to any number. Which number you want to select? If you want to select 6, row number 6, now the mouse pointer changes to a dark right arrow like this. Now if you click on the 6th row, whole 6th row will be selected automatically like this. Okay. Now if you want to select, suppose if you want to select the H column, now keep the active cell here, then you press the Control key in the keyboard and press space bar from the keyboard, and the whole H column will be selected like this. This is without using the mouse. if you want to select the 10th row here, you bring anywhere in the 10th row. You bring the active cell anywhere in the 10th row, but within the 10th row. Here inside the 10th row only. Maybe here, maybe here, maybe here, maybe here. Then you click here. Okay. Then you press for row. What you have to do? You press Shift key from the keyboard and press space bar like this. Then the whole 10th row will be selected automatically. Akoina column select toba amasung row select toba. Row gi row header gi mathakta akoina seda C je pame haragadi C gi mathak seda mouse se pukat matamda arrow down makhada amuba arrow down ama thoklani seda mouse pointer change oi cheu. See here. Then either click to matamda C column will be selected like this. Now row select to haragadi says row is the 5th row to haragadi. Suppose 5th row pamdi 5th row je koina mouse pointer sum pusalaga 5th row manakal lapunda right on ba arrow dark am tholai je si tholak matamda click to matamda 5th row select torni. Or si na tabida koina select to haragana active cells in the labor mafam je hantham bira koina. Suppose if you want to select the B column, B ki column je da ang thamni ma pa thamo si thamgera si thamgera si thamgera thame thamani. Then press the control key nambiro aduga keyboard tagi control key hold toroga nama thamgadaba. Then keyboard tagi space bar namu. Then the whole B column will be selected. Now likewise sumain togdana akoina sigi second row si select to gari second row gi manungda active cell si side way anywhere second row gi manungda active cell je thambiro aduga shift key se keyboard tagi namaga thamo. Then space bar am namatamda second row si select to gari, then second row will be selected automatically like this. Now after this, what is another style of selection is selecting cells that are non-neighboring. Thangnadaba cells mayam khanba. Suppose C cell si koina range of cells maina khale. If you want to select this range of cell like this, and if you want to say another range of cells here, then you press the control key. Control key je namaga thambiro. From the keyboard you press the control key, hold, then you select another range of cell like this. You can see here some dark portion here. Now this is already selected. Now this is the new selection. Now if you want to select some more range of cells here, you can select like this. Here also. Now here also it is selected. Here also it is selected. Here also it is selected. This is select overabani koi hana muraga kaga mamli lazy bluish oiraga. This is select overabani. This is select overabani. Don't release the control key from the keyboard. Keyboard tagi control key to thadok payadri. Akoina atay kharaga togi hagana. If you want more selection, you just click here. If you want more selection, more range of cells to be selected, then don't release the control key from the keyboard. Tagi control key lo thok payadri. And lower hakana when you finish selection, you can release the control key from the keyboard. Otherwise, when you click somewhere else inside this sheet, inside this worksheet, all selection will be gone. Now see here, if I click here, suppose now all the selection are gone like this. So don't release the control key from the keyboard unless you've done your selection. Now next is selecting the entire worksheet. How will you select the entire worksheet? Now we are working on sheet 1 here. See here, we are working on sheet 1. Now if you want to select this entire worksheet, don't just keep dragging like this. So my entire worksheet si worksheet si ma sheet 1 si ma plus select to gadi. So my click through sum chinga lay gadam na table. Click on the top left corner of the worksheet where column heading. See column heading में हम नहीं से सीगा सीगी row number में हम नहीं सीगा हमारी की थेंगना फम्मा पासी corner से left को top corner से दा click तो just click here like this. Now all the worksheet will be selected automatically. Okay, now other mode of selecting the whole worksheet is you just press Control and A from the keyboard. You press on Control, hold, then press A like this, then whole worksheet will be selected automatically like this. Now all the selection style have been done here. Now the first is selecting a range of cells. Now second is selecting a column like this. And the third is selecting a row like this. Now the selecting non-neighboring cells, you can select just select some range of cell like this, then hold the control key and select like this as much as you want. Then selecting the entire worksheet, either you just click here or press Ctrl plus A from the keyboard. Now after knowing the different methods of selecting cells, now let's see the next topic, that is editing cell contents. Now editing a cell or a range of cells may include inserting or deleting data, copying or moving data from one cell or range of cells to another cell or range of cells. Now here in table number 3, different methods of editing data are given here. Now let's see. Now this also I'll explain first, then I'll show you practically afterwards. When say the editing cell contents hai ji kaino cell du da when idori pochi hongdok hongjin to wana traga hapchan ba natraga lokthok pa muthat pa kaktat pa or copy to raga hane mafam da dum leijaraga hanagi cell content dum mang dan leiba duga to pa mafam dum copy to raga puba or move to raga puraga chapasi bo koina editing cell contents koina manungda hongdok hongjin to ga. Now different methods since the table number 3 the period. Now let's see the different methods here. Now before trying out these tools, make sure you are familiar with different methods of selecting a cell or a range of cell. And now we have just done that, selecting a range of cell and different methods of selection we have already done, and we know the different methods of selection. Now we can proceed with this. Now editing features, procedure, alternate procedure. Editing features na kari no akoy tawgodo step sing dona kay no step 2 atopa step amana si tawgi mota si tawro yai haiba. Now modifying cell contents. Now how will you modify cell contents? Now the procedure means the steps are: select the cell to be edited. You just select the cell to be edited. Then step number 2, click on the formula bar. Now I'll told you where you can find this formula bar also. That is why you have to know the basic thing for this Excel. Hana haigaduni hana Excel gi basic things kara hana khangba darkar oi hana haigabni formula bar hai kai no habasi. Now see the high click on the formula bar. Now select the cell to be edited, then click on the formula bar. Then step number 3, insert the desired character or press the delete key to delete the cell content. Koina ige hamningiba wahi natraga number du formula bar de ibiro or hana yauramagana delete to hagana delete to biro. Now the alternate procedure is step number 1, double click in the cell to be edited. You just double click on the cell to be edited. Either you want to delete it or you want to change the contents. Select the cell and press the F2 key from the keyboard. Keyboard tagi select cell to select ro mutumda keyboard tagi F2 key. F2 key na F1 tagi na keyboard ta F12 pulay do ko na function key sai ado F2 do da nambi usda F ka 2 ga tongan nam ga damati keyboard ki mathakta F1 tagi na F12 pulay iraga yaubuni F1 F2 na adone function key size dugi F2 sida nambi gidaba. Then modify the cell content as per the direction given in the step 3 under procedure column. When is the high divina insert to ge hesu yare or character hapsangesu yare or delete togesu yare adugi step to tobiro si loira matungda. Now moving data haidi data hanagi lermiba data du puraga atopa mafamda puraga chapa. Now step number 1, select the cell or range of cells to be moved. Selection is very important. Hana select tobigadaba nana range of cell natraga cell ama natraga cell group of cells so nana move to have cells to hana select tobiro, then click on the cut option on the clipboard group of the home tab. Home tab ta chalaga clipboard group tagi home tab ta group mayam yawi the clipboard group ta chalaga cut ta click tobiro. Then step number 3, select the cells where you want to move the content. Nangna puraga chaningiba mafamduda amuk select tobiro. Then click on the paste option of the clipboard group of the home tab. Home tab tagi clipboard group ta chalaga paste nambiro. Nangna puningiba jagaduda nangna hana leramiba cell contents mayamdu loinamo punalani. Now let's see another method. The first step is select the cells holding the border of the selected cells and drag it. Cell ama natraga cell mayam du select tobiro, then holding the border of the selected cells. Nangna select toriba cell natraga cell mayam dugi border du hold toraga click toraga hold toraga and drag it and place it wherever you want. Nangna pamiba mafam dudida thangaga chatpiro. Drop at the desired location. Nangna drag toba haidi click toraga border duda mouse pointer du porani border duda click tobirani aduga drag toraga drop at the desired location. Nangna pamiba jaga duda release tobiro thadopiro. Or select the cells. You select the cells and press Ctrl plus X. That is Ctrl plus X is the keyboard shortcut for cut. Cut to biro is Ctrl plus X. Then select the cells where you want to move. Nana thangingi ba mapaduda select to biro. Then press Ctrl plus V. Ctrl V nambiro. Ctrl V is the Ctrl V is the keyboard shortcut for paste. The Ctrl B sinamaga paste tobiro. The cells will be moved there. Next editing feature is copying data. Now how will you copy data in an Excel worksheet? Now the first procedure, that is the first step, is the select the cells to be copied. You first select the cells to be copied. Then click on the copy button from the clipboard group of the home tab. Now the copy button is in the clipboard group of the home tab. You go to the home tab and from the home tab you go to the clipboard group, then click on the copy button. And then next step is select the cell or the first cell out of the range of cells where you want to copy the selected content. You just select the cell or the first cell out of the range of the cells where you want to copy the selected content. Then click on the paste button from the clipboard group of the home tab. Now, when copy data copy to haragadi, first when copy to guduriba cell singdu select to biro, then home tab ta changaga clipboard group tagi copy button se click toraga nambiro. Adi matungda select the cell or the first cell out of the range of the cells you want to copy the selected content. Nana copy to ningiba jagada select to biro click to cell du pura laga mouse pointer duna nana copy to ni jagada select to biro. Then nusagi maina home tab ta changaga clipboard group tagi paste button sida click to biro. Then your contents of the cell will be copied there. Now the another method is select the cells to be copied. Cell do hana copy to go cell sing do hana select to biro. Press Ctrl plus C to copy. Ctrl plus C is a keyboard shortcut for copy. And the Ctrl plus C na biro copy to gre. Select to iba cell sing do copy to gre. Ctrl plus C na matungda. Then select the cell or the first cell out of the range of cells where you want to copy the selected content. And select to the ahamba cell da just click to biro. Then press Ctrl plus V. Now we know that Ctrl plus V is the keyboard shortcut for paste. You can Ctrl plus V namaga paste over any. Then your contents of the cells will be copied to the desired location. Now let's see here practically. Now I have written some data here. Now if you want to change this class, now I have written the class in figure like this, 5 in number, 5 like this. Now if you want to change this 5 written in number to Roman numeral, now just click on the cell to be edited here, then go to the formula bar. This is the formula bar. Just click here. Then if you want to delete this, you can delete this like this using the backspace. Now you write here the Roman numeral 5 like this. Likewise here also, if you want to delete it, this 5, you just go to the formula bar like this, just delete this 5 and you change this with Roman numeral 5 like this. Or in another method, you can do it like you just double click. If you want to change this 5 to Roman numeral, you just double click here like this. Using the mouse, you just double click here and you just delete this. Then you type the Roman numeral 5 like this. Or click on the cell here and you press F2 from the keyboard. Then the cursor blinks here. If the cursor blinks here, that means that you can start your editing. You just delete this and write the Roman numeral 5 here. Kung si change so behagadi sida hana click to birani. Duga formula bar da nambirani. Formula bar da mo click to birani. Duga kung si pamdre hadi si kapthalaga koina hapning ba suppose Roman numeral 5 ki munda figure number 5 hake sumai happy ba. Or atopa method amana sida double click to birani duga akoina sida delete to birani sije 5 lo thopeni duga sige Roman numeral 5 lo thopiraga figure number 5 se hapa. Or sida click toraga topa method amana keyboard tagi F2 function key F2 na birani si delete to birani duga sida 5 namani manya torasu yai. Akoina sem ge hairagadi sigi mong sida quite fast click toraga formula bar nama jare double click toraga sema jare. Or sida mutang click toraga akoina change sounding ba cell da click to birani duga keyboard tagi F2 namaga sem do jare. Now another editing feature is that if you want to move the data from one place to another, move to Behagadi, you select the range of cell like this. Now let's change this to Roman numeral first like this. Now select the range of cell like this. Then you just go to the, now this is the home tab. Now this is known as the clipboard group. Now this whole group is known as the clipboard group, and this is known as the font group. This is known as the alignment group. This is known as the number group. This is known as the style group. This is known as the sales group. This is known as the editing group. Now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 groups are under home tab. Now among these 7 groups, you go to the clipboard group here and click on the cut button like this. Now it is surrounded by dotted line like this. It means that this portion has been cut. Now if you want to paste it here, suppose you just click here and go to the home tab again, then go to the paste button here. Now the whole content has been moved from here to here like this. Now like this you can move from one place to another. Or if you want to, another method of moving is you just select the cell content like this, then you just bring your mouse pointer. This is your mouse pointer. Bring this mouse pointer to the border. Anywhere in the border, you bring the pointer to the border here. Now the mouse pointer turns to a four-headed arrow like this. Now you just left click in the mouse, left click on the mouse, then hold, then you just drag anywhere you want and release it. If you want to bring it here, just release it here like this. Now the whole portion from here, it comes to here like this. Now like this also you can do it. Or another is you just select this like this, and from the keyboard you press Ctrl plus X. I'll press Ctrl plus X. Now this dotted here means that it has been cut. Now if you want to bring it here, you just select like this, or you can select only one cell, the starting cell. Then you press Ctrl plus V. I'll press Ctrl plus V in the keyboard. Now the whole portion has been moved from here to here like this. Now this is how we move a data. Now the next thing is copying data. How will you copy this? Moving means you move whole content, a whole cell content from one location to another location. But copying means what? Moving haibadi mafam amadagi plug thanga chalaga mafam amada hanagi original mafamda amata lehoroi. Copying means hanagi mafam drusu dum laigani aduga atopa mafam amada so sega chap manaba duplicate among purlapa. Now how will you copy this? Now you just select the cells to be copied. Now from the home tab you go to the clipboard group and this is the copy button here. You just copy here. Now dotted line means that it has been copied. Now you just click here and you click home. From the home tab you go to clipboard group and click on the paste button here. Now a copy of this cell content has been made here like this. Cell content jiga chap manaba ma sona ganda copy toropa move tadi segi lokhoga puraga sona chatpa adubu move hayagadi si mafam se plap thanga chala son chala dama sidamta lehoroidaba. Nothing should be left here while moving, but while copying the original is still here and we make a duplicate of this here. Hane mafam se dum laini sila pasin sida amamu sap manaba duplicate semaga purposes na copy hai by koina. Now like this we can do in another method also. You just copy, you select like this from the keyboard, you just press Ctrl plus C, that is copy. Ctrl plus C hai di copy ni on the keyboard tagi Ctrl plus C nambiro. So dotted line like you see, it means that the cell contents have been copied. Now just click here, you can just click on one cell, then you press Ctrl plus V from the keyboard. Keyboard tagi Ctrl plus V namo. Now I am pressing Ctrl plus V from the keyboard. Now the whole cell content has been copied here like this. Now like this also you can do it. This is how we copy a data. For today, let's end our class here. We'll see the next topic in the next video class. Okay students, stay home and stay safe.